Good morning. So I'm parked in a little woodland. I was hoping to get to stay here for a couple of nights, to be honest with you, but it keeps playing with my signal. One minute I've got 5G, the next minute I've got 4G, the next minute I've got 3G, and then I've got nothing at all, and it won't even load WhatsApp. So I am going to move and try and find something else because I've got some work to do later on. But before I do, there's some beautiful walks around here. I'm going to go and walk up it, stretch my legs a little bit, and see what it's like up around that bend. So in typical fashion, this is my surroundings. Guess who's got banging 5G? All the birds need it. See, that's what it is. What do you need? That was a lovely walk. Nice way to stretch my legs, and I found a really good little cycle route. About 40 minutes, I think, looking at Google Maps, because I could get 5G from over the other side, so I could have a look. Like a lovely 40-minute route that took you most of the way around on cycle routes, and then just a little bit of road to get back up here again. So I'll have to come back here again because, as I said, I've got some work to do. So I need to hightail it to the land of reliable signal. So yeah, it's been a lovely quiet park up there. I'm fairly sure there were deer knocking around last night in this car park. But yeah, good one. So time to get everything stowed away and off I go. It's about time I did some cooking, isn't it? So today I am going to make, hopefully, just 2 portions because I want something today and then I'll have leftovers tomorrow. But you know what I'm like for cooking too much stuff. However, I'm going to make a sausage and veggie casserole, and the ingredients go a little bit like this. So we have vegetarian sausages. I've not mentioned this before, but I have found out that I definitely do work better, let's leave it at that, when I don't eat meat. So I am trying not to eat meat as much as possible so I can feel better. So I've got some plant-based chipolatas. However, you can chuck in your Richmond sausages or anything that you like. I've got some tomato puree, still going off some from a random country somewhere we visited. Parsnips and carrots, because I've got them in because I like dipping them in hummus. Obviously an onion, some potatoes, and then I'm going to use good old Coleman's mustard, some garlic, sage because I haven't got any thyme. I would have liked thyme, but sage will go nicely, and some smoked paprika and some meat-free beef oxos. So I'm just going to chuck it all in my frying pan and get it all cooking together, and hopefully the potatoes will thicken up the sauce. I'm not chucking them in whole, obviously. I'm going to chop them up into bite-sized chunks, and hopefully the starch from them will thicken up the sauce so I don't need to add any corn flour or anything like that, which is one of the basic brilliant things about cooking potatoes within a sauce that you're going to eat, because the starch will thicken it up naturally. So let's get chopping, get all of this prepared and all chopped up in bowls before I get started. So 2 ingredients I forgot to mention. One is in the way of the other. So one is olive oil. I like extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to put some in there. Normally I try and dry fry it, but the onions just caramelise a lot better when there's oil in there. And the second is some Malbec. So I've been carrying this round half open for a very long time because I don't drink when I'm sat by the side of the road. So I am going to cook with it before I have to put it in the bin. I'm just going to fry these sausages up with the onions until they've got some colour, and some flavour on them. Already smells amazing. I am well impressed with these veggie sausages at how sausage-like they smell. So just a couple more minutes, I think, on that. Get a bit more colour in. So I need to leave that to bubble up a little bit because that will bubble all the alcohol out. Right, now I'm going to get my herbs and stuff in. Get a beefy, but not beefy, beefy oxo. Give it all a stir around. Oh, you see, if that could just go all sticky and caramelised just like that, then I'd eat it. Sorry, I should have said that was about 400 ml. Let's get the veggies in. No. Put that lid on. I'm going to bring that to the boil and then put it on a simmer for about 25 minutes to half an hour, I should think. You know when you get one of those revelations? My revelation has just hit me. Let's take this back off again because I'm tidying up and I see this sat on the side still. And let's try again. Well, we're getting there. A little bit longer, I think. I think I'll leave the lid off. Try and thicken that sauce up a little bit. Let's try a bit of this to see if I need to change any flavours. Oh, that's good. Yep, so give that another 5 minutes, I think, with the lid off. Get that cooking through. That looks absolutely amazing. This, it's obviously it had veggies in it, but this is a plole. It's a plate bowl, plole, but it's perfect for stew or casserole. And look how deliciously thick that gravy is. So nice. So this is my portion. And this is my spoon because I'm eating casserole with a spoon. And I have some bread. I am not eating it all, but this is a proper Mancunian thing. You dip your gravy with your bread. And I found these things. So it's San Pellegrino peach tea with a bit of a fizz. So that is going there, and then I'm eating, then I'm working. That's not a bad little view, is it? I don't know why water's so comforting. I just wish somebody would come and sort my pots out. Yeah, I'll clean up in a bit. Good morning. You know when you get one of those things where you think to yourself, you know what, tonight I'm going to get my work done, I'm going to get all my stuff done, and there's a lovely little fishing lake there, I'll go for a walk round it in the morning. Got my walking shoes on, not afraid of a bit of rain, you know, don't get me wrong, but I also don't see the point in getting soaking wet through if I don't have to. So yeah, so I am off to Ironbridge. Well, this is perfect. Almost. Tiny little bit of a hum of motorway noise. There's a couple of little tracks like down the back there that look like they might be good for going on the bike for, so I figured I might, you know, stay a couple of days because it seems that this bit here doesn't get any hasn't got any people here at the minute, and the dog walkers seem to stop a bit further up. Always, however, no signal at all. Got a little bit of 3G when I was down there, nothing for anything else. And I'm supposed to be having a video chat about a job in a minute, so Now here is my new little high-trick electric pan, and it is literally the coolest thing I have ever bought for the van. It's got a lovely lid on it so you can see through. The non-stick is second to none. Everything comes straight off that. It looks really, really cute. It's dead simple to use. You get 2 buttons on the front. The first one is 300 watts, the second one is 600 watts, and it is just that simple to use. Right, so that's all plugged in. Got my 200 mils of water. Get that in there. And then turn that on. Plug that on too. Right, so we can see that it's going bubbly, and it's just turned on to 10:29, so that's not even 30 seconds, and it's getting all hot and steamy, so that's brilliant. So I've popped in half a cup of porridge oats in there, a bit of grated cheese and some salt and pepper. Just need to give it a really good stir around, because as you can see that is bubbling away nicely. We don't want anything to stick on the bottom. Let's get the egg ready. So I've separated my egg because nobody likes a snotty white and an overcooked yolk. So I've separated my egg, and then I'm going to give that a stir and get the white cooked through in the thing, and then I'm just going to chuck this in for a minute or so. And then I'm just going to pop that in there. Take that out for a sec. And then I'm going to turn this off. And plug the lid on. So yesterday I didn't even get a bowl out. I just unplugged it, and then I sat with it on my lap because it's got cool walls on it so it doesn't burn. And I sat there and ate it straight out of the pan, which to me is a winner again for not having to do loads of washing up. I have ordered for the princely sum of £3 a lovely bamboo spoon, fork and chopstick set, because I intend to do things like ramen bowls and just noodles and beans, soup, all sorts of things that those 3 things will help me, because I don't want to ruin this lovely non-stick that's on this pan. It's good fats. It's stuff that fills you up for ages. It's low glucose stuff, so there's going to be no spiking on anything that's going to make me feel bad. And that's the thing. Use your food to make you feel better. I'm learning this slowly but surely. I kind of knew a lot of this already, but it's kind of different now. It's not just exercise stuff that I need to know about. It's about health and keeping me and hormones regulated and stuff. This to me is a banging breakfast. The only thing I'm missing is to wilt some spinach in it, because that would be amazing. I just haven't got any. It's my new sign. My little my little gift from Ironbridge. So yeah. So quiet. See, I wondered what was shining in my face. I'm like, why is my van looking all orange? And that's why. I'm not really sure if through that window there it looks a bit apocalyptic, where it's all cloudy but still that you can see the sun coming through, like the sky's on fire instead. Just wanted to say a little thing about the I'm getting so many comments from women who have tried the supplements that I have recommended, obviously just because I take them myself, saying that they have been absolutely blown away by the difference in themselves since they've been taking it. Now, I can't take any credit at all, because I just listen to somebody who I know knows what they're talking about. So after listening to Beth at Glossop Whole Foods talk about lots of different things and recommending some things, it is this. This seems to be the winner, which is saffron extract, and the Viridian brand has got no fillers. I'm not affiliated and I paid, but it's got no fillers and no colourings or anything like that that might mess with how it works. But so far and it may seem like a small number in comparison, but 12 women and me have said how in 2 weeks they can feel a massive difference in themselves, in anxiety, in them sleeping, in the rage, all of those things. For me, it's itchy skin, I can sleep better, all of the things that make a massive difference since taking them. So if you are struggling, and obviously if you are on any other meds, just check for contraindications and whatnot, but it is the new magic. Google saffron extract, and if you're suffering with anything that it might help with, and men, you know, it isn't just for women, but go and have a look, because it is nature's new magic tool. They are just figuring out how good this stuff is. And if 12 women plus me have seen a difference in 2 weeks since starting taking it, then for me it's worth a punt. It's absolutely worth a punt if you feel like you might get yourself back at the end of it. So don't struggle for the sake of 25 quid. Go try it, and please let me know how you get on. Good morning. I think I did a thing again, and I left my lovely Power Oak up in this cupboard above my head with the inverter switched on all night. So I woke up, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to get so productive today. Got loads of little bits of things to be doing, some emails to send out and all of that stuff. It's lovely to feel like you've got something to do that isn't a hobby kind of thing, you know, like actually useful for other people. Love it. So get that out, because I'm like, right, I've got some bacon and some sausages left over. I'm going to have a butty before I get started. And then I've got no power to run my toaster maker. Obviously I've no solar on the van just yet, because we've not found panels small enough to fit in, so that's still a work in progress. I've got the solar panel for the Power Oak, but I'm in a really busy car park, so I can't really put it out anywhere. And I've been talking to John, and John is half an hour's drive away from me that way. So where am I going? Not because of all of these problems, but because there is no reason for me to stay here and get my stuff done. I might as well go find somewhere where I've got a better signal. I can have a bit of a drive to get some power in the thing, and I get to see John and Coop as well. So if that's not a win-win situation, I have no idea what is. So yeah, off we go. I was going to go for a bike ride, but I suppose I can still do that, because there's just loads of people going around on bikes around here. But yeah, yay! From through Leek and into Buxton is fun in Bumble. I must admit, the least fun part of it all is finding first gear, is watching your needle on your fuel gauge rapidly go down because you're trying to get up a hill, big hill, in second gear, doing like 20 miles an hour, hoping that I can at least get to the top before I have to pull over and let the engine cool down a little bit. So yeah, Bumble done good. So apparently I've got to slow down for something, and the guy's just been like, blah blah blah, keep your hands down. I'm assuming that's a speed thing, so there you go. However, while I'm waffling, I do highly recommend going through if you've got an iPhone, go through your phone and figure out the things that you might want to do while you're driving if you can't touch your phone nowadays, because obviously, I mean, you shouldn't anyway, but you'd never be able to use to. So things like starting Amazon Music, phoning people, sending standard text messages to people, all those kind of things you can set up in shortcuts. So you just say, hey, the thingy's name, because I don't want to kick it in now, activate blah 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 shortcut, and it will do anything that you think you might need to do when you're driving, and you can also set them up to stop it as well. Literally one of the best half an hours of time that I have spent to make driving a whole lot easier and a whole lot more legal. So yes, go and have a look. There's loads of YouTube videos about it. Absolutely brilliant piece of kit. Nice to see Bumble in background. Just had a very unexpected couple of days. Oh, it's not even been a full 24 hours, I don't think. It's been brilliant. So obviously headed to where John was. The Rolling Rooks were here. Got to see Jeff and one of our subscribers who popped down and say hi. Obviously Phil was here. Coopy's having a poo. The Beechwoods, honestly, it's people I've been wanting to meet for a very long time, and it has been so lovely to get to spend a bit of time with them. So now everybody has buggered off and it's just me. So well, it's not just me. Wait. So me and Coopy are going to go for a nice walk into Castleton, maybe get a cup of coffee somewhere and have a mooch around. Well, Coopy definitely is coping with this better than me. My feet are on fire. The weather's it's cool with the breeze, but the sun makes it boiling. So it's been just been a quick whiz around. Let's have a bit of a look in some shops, but it's packed. So, which it would be on a sunny Sunday. So I'm going to hightail it out. I do love seeing when it's past. It's so beautiful the way it just cuts through the mountain, but I'm not driving up there in my van. I'll go the long way around if I need to. So I don't want to jinx anything, but thanks to me going to Castleton to see everybody, and John and Coop, of course, who were my priority and all of that, John's changed the setting on my Power Oak, and my sandwich toaster is working again because it kept like it was overpowering, or there's a word, surge maybe on the thing, and it just kept cutting out after it had got through the startup process. So I'm making John some bacon, sausage, egg and cheese wraps, or a wrap each. Using it for breakfast this morning, which is lovely. So I've got some sausages ready to go in. I've got my bacon. And this is the Richmond meat-free stuff, which is my favourite out of them all, I must admit. Got some chipolata meat-free sausages, and then I'm going to try and use this little foil tray on my sandwich maker to scramble some eggs on, so I don't have to get an extra pan. So I'll put some butter in, and then we'll just see how that goes, because, you know, got to try these things. So there, bacon, cheese, sauce, brown sauce for John, bacon, cheese, red sauce for me, eggs ready to go in, sausages cooking, and a John. And in true spectacular Mandy fashion, here's something I cooked and forgot to show you the end bit. So yeah, we both got some nice wraps. Oh, look at that, not bad at all. And this is John's first try of bacon and sausage. Obviously he likes the terminology too. And it's acceptable, isn't it?
Okay.
You'll get Frazzles burps later.
No.
Hello. So I have been a little quiet for the past couple of days because I have just been having an absolute blast with my daughter and grandson, because it's school holidays, isn't it? So I've had a few fun packed days with Easter activities, and we went to the airport and did loads of colouring and things. And of course, out of all of the Easter things, we went to a church that had a Easter bunny on, and all the kids are making these little Easter things where you've got these little cutouts of people where you use the split pins to put the hands together so you can make like a garland. And Ewan gets one and makes Kylo Ren. And everybody else is doing the Easter things. So I love that about him. Absolutely zero what's it's given. He just does what he wants to do and that's it. And here is my little egg that I painted with Gem and Ewan at the painter pot thing. I am quite impressed with it, to be honest with you. I didn't expect that it would come out quite as well. But yeah, I love it. Now I've just got to find somewhere to put it. As much as my new supplements are helping me an awful lot, I do tend to get 1 day or 2 days around the same time. It's literally to the day, if not 1 day either side, where I am literally choked full of rage, and anything at all will proper make me angry. I had such a lovely day yesterday, like a really lovely day, and then because my car kit wasn't working properly, Hey Siri wouldn't send text messages for me properly. It just kept saying guinea pig every time I tried to send a text message. And then, long story short, a van nearly drove into the side of me and I went to beep and my horn didn't work. So as I was a bit shook up, because it was very close, as I was a bit shook up, I had a paddy and beat the living shit, excuse my French, out of my steering wheel repeatedly for a long time. It was like, I love this van, don't get me wrong, but there has been so many little niggles that the horn not working was it. And it's not quite sure, you can kind of see it there. I can't put my little finger next to my other fingers. I can move these 2 fingers, but these ones aren't doing so well. So I battered the heck out of my hand on the steering wheel. Well, we have just made a last minute decision to go to Willow Field for the weekend because it's Easter and everywhere else is packed. So we're going to go down there and we're going to meet up with some friends who I've not seen in a very long time. So I'm looking forward to that lots and lots. So I will take this point now. I don't think anything's going to get recorded over the weekend. So I'll take this point to say thank you very much for watching. And I hope you've enjoyed my travels so far. And that everything isn't too confusing with all the different videos with me and John separately. And there'll be some together soon, I'm sure. If you're not already subscribed, then please feel free to hit that subscribe button and the dingy bell thing. I know all of these things do make a massive difference to us. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your comments for Instagram and Facebook and through YouTube as well. They are all muchly appreciated, and for the vast majority of time, we just feel like we're getting big old hugs as we're doing what we do. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you soon.